Kim Gaffney. I'm a visual artist and I'm from County Cavan. I paint from my studio here and I live in the countryside in Cavan, which is a real privilege. I'm really passionate about using the nature and all of the beauty that's around me to inspire the work that I do. So I paint using oils on canvas and my ethos is to try to kind of bring the animal out of the canvas to make a connection with the viewer. So I'm very much not trying to just create a pretty painting, but that it's a painting that has either a bit of movement in it or a connection with you, the viewer. As a child, I was always creative and I always found it very soothing and calming and relaxing to just be drawing or sketching or painting, because it's like modern day mindfulness really, even though I didn't realise that at the time, but it was just a way to just shut down what was going on around you in life and just really focus and be present in what you're doing. I very much have always just painted what I've wanted to paint. I don't look at trends or what people are buying or what I think is in interiors, because to me that's just, you can't control that. I have been really lucky up until now, and touch wood, that has worked out really, really well for me, and there's such joy in that when somebody comes to you and says, oh my God, that painting really speaks to me. Like it's exactly the vision I would have had of that image. And they can connect with your art through that. So I think if you do something from a really, really good place, it will work out. I think it's really important as well to have your own style and to be comfortable and to stick with that. And that will kind of ebb and flow as your career progresses as an artist. But for me, I just paint things the way I want to paint them, and it has so far worked out. I have to say, as a professional artist now, it's so much better to have my own space, and I'm so proud of this building because all of my paintings paid for this. This is totally my own building. I own it 100 million %, and I poured all the art into it, and now it's helping me create even more art. So it's really special to me because it's outside my home, but it's a space that is just for my art, and I can close the doors when I'm finished at the end of the day and leave it until the next day. It's also beautiful to be able to bring customers to here to have a look and view paintings and have a think about them and come and go and come back, and it's nice to have that face-to-face interaction with people, because a lot of my art would sell online, which is lovely, but it's really lovely to have a space to bring people to. I kind of was at a crossroads in my life where I was really seeking to do something creative, and I hadn't painted in years. I was just at home a lot with the kids, and I just felt I was losing a sense of myself and who I was as a person, and I felt like I needed to do something creative. So I took up art classes and painting. Painting hadn't been a medium I was interested in much before. It was always sketching and sculpting with clay. So this was brand new for me. So I've only been painting 10 years, 9 years actually, yeah, 9 years. So I went to Henry McGrain, who's a fantastic artist in Navan, and started with acrylic paints, and I was absolutely petrified going in. But all of the skills that I had, all of the drawing and sculpting and observational skills obviously really helped me, because I progressed very quickly and I went from acrylics to using oils. And I went from painting as a hobby to being asked to do commissions, and it literally has just snowballed over the last couple of years. I would love to get back into sculpture. I'd love to try that because I haven't kind of explored that since I was in school. I would love to do that because I think understanding structure of an anatomy and sculpting a human head and a human body makes you understand it differently when you're actually drawing or painting it. So I think that would be a really good learning curve for me as an artist. I never thought I would become an oil painter. I never thought I would be running my own business or selling art professionally or have my art in galleries. And it's all just happened very quickly, but it's been brilliant. It's a hard jump to take, to kind of go, I want to do this and I need to do this. It was a big decision to actually take that jump, and I had to really dig deep to kind of get the confidence to do it. But there was so much joy around it all that really, really helped. There's an online community of artists that reach out to the Biscuit community and would have regular meetings online with them, and the Cavan Arts Office and the local enterprise office, and all those little kind of umbrellas of support really helped me kind of especially with the business side of things and actually promoting myself and putting myself out there, because there are a lot of fantastic artists in Ireland and all over the world who are absolutely amazing. As a new artist coming out, I felt like I really had to learn a lot about going on Instagram and Facebook and uploading videos and showing photographs of my work and really going outside my comfort zone. And that's not an easy thing to do, it's really not. And I think that's why a lot of creative people maybe don't get their work out there, because it's just such a different world we live in now. People often ask me, how long did it take you to paint that? And it's a really hard question to answer, because there's so much more than before the actual physical painting that goes on. So much ideas, sketching, researching, drawing, looking up photos, looking up references, deciding on light, choosing your colour palette, and then the actual painting itself. Yeah, you just can't quantify it. It's really difficult. Sometimes a painting can be a happy accident, and other times it can be a labour of something that you have to keep going back and keep going back to. Art is it's an authentic way of expressing your reaction to the world around you. But art is also very much what the viewer interprets when they see it. So there's a two-way relationship there. There's the artist's interpretation of the world and how they put that down, and then there's the viewer's interpretation, and neither of them are wrong. They're both correct. I think authentic, original art is so important in all of its forms, in sculpture, in painting, in sketching, in collage, in ceramics. It's so important because it's so real, and we are living in a world now where a lot of things are not real. And I think and I hope that people are going back towards that natural, authentic, real art that's being created, as opposed to AI, as opposed to, mass-produced, generated art that doesn't really have a soul. I think art needs to have a soul. I would think the most important thing to say to yourself and repeat over and over again is not, am I good enough? It's, I am good enough, and that your art and your story that you're telling is just as important as all the artists up in the National Gallery, because it's your interpretation of the world. So put it down and share it, and let go of what other people are going to think of it, because you've done your bit, you've created something, and just try to put that out to the world without being too hard on yourself. If you keep doing that, you will be surprised at the positivity that actually comes back from your art.